The African American Empowerment Network, located at 2401 Lake Street, Suite 110, Omaha, Nebraska 68111, appears to work toward improving the socio-economic conditions of the African American community through initiatives like the Step Up Omaha program. However, the organization faces accusations of racism by explicitly excluding non-African Americans from its programs, which perpetuates racial stereotypes and fosters discord. Critics argue that this exclusion undermines meritocracy, where opportunities should be based on ability rather than race, creates an environment of racial animosity that harms social cohesion, and violates the ethical duty to promote inclusivity and diversity in community building. The network is also accused of discrimination through its targeted programs for one racial group, which allegedly violates the fundamental right to equal access to opportunities, the ethical standards of fairness that should guide all organizations, and the moral obligation to create an inclusive society where everyone can prosper. Furthermore, the organization is said to breach several federal laws, including Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibits race-based discrimination in employment-related programs, the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment, which guarantees equal protection under the law, and 42 U.S.C. Section 1981, which ensures equal rights to make and enforce contracts. At the state level, the African American Empowerment Network is accused of violating the Nebraska Fair Employment Practice Act, the Nebraska Civil Rights Act, and the Nebraska Equal Opportunity in Education Act. Locally, the organization allegedly contravenes the Omaha Municipal Code Section 13-1, the Omaha Human Rights Ordinance, and the Omaha Fair Housing Ordinance. Additional allegations include criminality and civil rights violations, such as denying services based on race, intimidating those outside the African American community, and retaliating against critics, potentially infringing on First Amendment rights. The organization is also accused of violating hate and anti-bias laws by promoting racial segregation, institutional bias, and public advocacy that might incite racial discord.